Hey, Frenzy Head Nation, Coach Cole here. Welcome back to Season 10, Episode number 2 of Sports Frenzy. That's right, we're back again for another night of action. We made it through our first show, and now it's back with our second. Let's see. First things I'd like to tell everybody is if you did not already do so, posted for our classrooms in the email link will be the first ever, what we've changed, the recap show is now called Sports Frenzy Sunday Night Wrap-Up. And so I know a lot of my classrooms still will not be able to watch that on Mondays or what have you. So that, how I kind of I included all that in the beginning of Sports Frenzy last season for the next episodes. Now it's its own separate video. So just click on the link I send you and watch that before you watch this episode. That'll give you the recaps of everything going on from last week and who won and things like that. So yes, that's our new format, and it's called the Sunday Night Wrap-Up on Sports Frenzy. So stay tuned for. I plan on doing that as often as I can. I can't guarantee it'll be done every week. When we don't get it done every week, then it'll go back to the old style recap, and it'll be on here with this video. But this week we got it done. So the Sunday night recap, watch that first, and that'll give you all last week's how everybody did, and all the results for last week. Okay. With that being said, it's football season once again. Let's get into this week's show. We are still covering. I know. I've had some people say, "Hey, baseball season's still going on." Yes, I know that. I know baseball season's still going on. I'm also very aware that the Tigers still suck, and the Detroit Lions aren't far behind. But anyway, we are. I do have a ton of football selections again this week. I am going with. We have our high school games, our college games, and a few NFL games for you guys. And hey, Coach found his clipboard. So the clipboard makes its return this week on the show. And again, it is season 10, episode number 2, second episode. And we'll start jumping into action for you guys. We're starting off with high school football games. This will be week 3 action for our high school teams. And it is all games, kickoffs begin at 7 p.m. unless otherwise noted. I think I do have one correction from last week. I didn't go back and watch the Sunday night recap myself. Sunday night, recap myself. So, but I'm thinking. I was talking to Mr. Jason Boring and a teacher assistant they have in their room, who just happens to be a Madison cheerleader, and she said that Madison lost last week. So I think I had in the scores that Madison won. So I'm sorry about that one, guys. But that's what I got report-wise. And there was also Adrian didn't play in Jackson. I think I might have mentioned that on the other pro show. I don't need to bring that up. Anyway, all right, let's jump into this week's picks. 7 p.m., most of these games kick off. And we are going to start off this week with the 1 win, 1 loss. Hanover Horton Comets. The Comets are traveling to Addison to play the 1-win and 1-loss Panthers. Always a tough decision for me on this one. Do I go with the loyalties? Some people, again, I've been told I'm too harsh on Addison. All right, Panthers. I'm going to give you one shot this week. You better not let me down. Coach Co's going on the show to report. He's going to pick the Addison Panthers, the local team, for the victory this week. And so help me if you guys let me down. The Professor Jeff Plum's going to be laughing at me, number one. And number two, I may never pick you guys again. I got the Panthers for the win. All right, our next game. Again, these are 7 p.m. kickoffs on Friday night. And you guys know that sometimes you hear me say tonight, and that's because we film the show. We're filming the show on Thursdays, and our classrooms and my friends at the Hope Center and Haviland and all that, they all watch the videos on Friday. So, yes. So our next game, we have the Saline Hornets, 1 win and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the 0 wins and 2 losses, the Adrian Maples. Now, I know we got some Maple fans out there. Bring the noise for the Adrian Maples. They need all your help, guys. You can get loud. Get proud for them. I know Paulson's Room can get loud, so cheer for your Adrian Maples. Come on now. Bring the noise. Bring the noise. I can't hear you. Does the Hope Center cheer for the Adrian Maples? I don't know. Can't hear you guys. Bowman's Room, if they're watching the video, they're Adrian Middle School. Let me hear a shout out from you guys too. All right. Shouting out for the Adrian Maples. Guys, I have some news on the Adrian Maples front. Sand Creek legend Jason Boring son is starting this week on the varsity team. So you will see Carter Boring in an Adrian Maples uniform, which is different. Yes, you are used to the Borings of Sand Creek. This Boring is making his debut in Adrian this week as starting position. So we wish him nothing but the best. And my schedule says it's a home game. I could be wrong on this. Anyway, I'm going with the Adrian Maples. When I figure my schedule, the model I use to get my games is Max Preps, and they seem to have a lot of the information. But lately they've been letting me down a little bit. Some of the information has not been right. So I apologize in advance if I don't always have these games proper. But the information I'm given on the website that I get my information from is Max Preps. And if you guys have a better website I should try, I'm open to hear. You can tell me in person, or you can actually email me through the school email is what works best for me. You can tim.cole@lisd.us. It's the best way to get a hold of me. And I will check into other sites if you have something by any means that would help me out there, because I just don't know. It's not. A couple things have been off this season already, and this is only the second episode. So, all right. I went with Adrian Maples for the win. Go Maples. Give him one more loud cheer, guys. One more loud cheer. Let's go. Come on, Maples. Got to get it done this week. You can do it. Our third game. We have two Lenawee County teams going at it. We have the Onstead Wildcats. They have 1 win and 0 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing Blissfield in Blissfield. Blissfield has 1 win and 1 loss. Onstead's starting off pretty good this year with 2 wins. But Blissfield is coming out too, playing very strongly. Blissfield at home. I'm going to take Blissfield. Good Blissfield the win. I mean, this could be a very good game. Could easily probably made this a 3-point bonus game had I wanted to. But yes, this should be a good game. But in the end, I think Blissfield's going to come away with the victory. All right, we got the Summerfield Bulldogs. The Summerfield Bulldogs have 0 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against Britton Deerfield. Britton Deerfield has 1 win and 1 loss on the season. Man. People say I should stay loyal to the locals. So, yeah, I don't know anything about Summerfield. I'm going to go Britton Deerfield for the victory. Continuing on, high school football action. Again, kickoffs are at 7 p.m. We have the Morenci Bulldogs, 0 wins and 2 losses. They're playing another Lenawee County team this week. We've got the Clinton Redskins. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. Easy decision for me. Got family in Clinton. Clinton's a good team. I'm going with the Clinton Redskins for the victory. Well, I apologize for this next one. I'm not sure how this happened, but It appears my formatting on my sheets is changing once again. But we have the Ida Blue Streaks. The Ida Blue Streaks have 1 win and 1 loss. But it doesn't matter because they are playing against, and it didn't make it on this page. Unfortunately, it looks like it copied over to my other page, and I'm sorry for that. The 2 wins, 0 losses. Talking about those Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. 2-0 on the season. After the Knights game, they will be 3-0. I've got the Columbia Central Golden Eagles for the victory. Go Golden Eagles. Our next game, we have the 1 win and 1 loss Dundee Vikings. They are traveling to and playing against the 1 win, 1 loss Hudson Tigers. Hudson Tigers are at home. My good buddy should be on the sideline again this week. Excuse me. Rich Hollowell. It's a home game, so Rich Hollowell, my sideline reporter, should be reporting out from the Hudson game. And we wouldn't want to disappoint Rich. So I'm going with the Hudson Tigers to get the victory. Next up, we have this is continuing on with high school football action. We have the Athens Indians. The Athens Indians have 1 win and 1 loss, and they are traveling right here in Adrian to play the Lenawee Christian Cougars. The Cougars have 1 win and 1 loss. This is the team I was telling you about that one of my friend's sons play for. Melissa Morton's, both her boys are on the Lenawee Christian Cougars this year. And so I will be rooting for the Lenawee Christian Cougars to get the victory. Oh, yes. This week, this next game, we have it. Here we go. It's your first a 3-point bonus game. It's your first a 3-point bonus game. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. If you pick the correct winner of this game, you get 3 bonus points instead of just 1. And it's not going to be an easy one this week, folks. No siree. At least I don't think it will be. Because we have the 1 win, 1 loss, your Sand Creek Aggies. And they are traveling to and taking on the 1 win and 1 loss, your Madison Trojans. Both teams have a win and a loss under their belt. Sand Creek was in a hard-fought game last week. Both teams are local, I know that. But I got to go with the Sand Creek Aggies for your victory and the 3 points. All right. Our next game. We have the Monroe Trojans. They have they have 0 wins and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Tecumseh Indians. The Indians have 0 wins and 2 losses. It's the battle of the defeated. I don't know. No other way to put it. All I can say is this week's game for these two teams, you know what I'm going to say? You know what I'm going to say, right? Here it is. Somebody's going to come away a winner and get a 1-2 under their streak this week. And I'll stay local for you guys. I'll go with the Tecumseh Indians to pull off that win. Guys, I'm still drinking lemonade. I just have been pouring it in my cup, my nice Big B cup that I got. So yes, lemonade's still on the show because that's what Coach Co drinks is lemonade. Hey, we got my good buddy, old friend of mine, brother of mine from way back, Mr. Reggie Grant, joining the Facebook Live show. Good to see you, Reggie. Thanks for joining the show. I appreciate it. We just got done picking. For you just joining us, we just got done with our high school games. We are jumping into our college games this week. Going to be jumping into college action for you guys. And so all these games, all our college games are played on Saturday. This is week 2 action for our local colleges and week 3 action for all our other colleges. So also, let it be known, I'm still in my Michigan gear, even though Michigan has a bye week this week. A lot of fans out there. I'm not even going to call you fans. There's a lot of people out there dissing on the way Michigan played, always calling for Harbaugh's head. Just ridiculous nonsense. Let it be said, Army was a darn good team. And yes, we played like crap, but we cannot be forgotten that Army was a darn good team. Army had me worried. They scared me a little bit. Good team, good players, respectable team. I give Army all the mad props of all the chaos they caused in Michigan. I just hope that nobody else gives us that kind of trouble and almost gives me a heart attack. Anyway, we're going to start off with our local games. Our first local game this week, Adrian College off to a rough start. Wow, they really got beat up bad last week. I was just like, wow, I was flabbergasted by this one. Adrian College has 0 wins and 1 loss starting off their season. And they are on the road this week playing against let me see, I need that logo. Where is it? There it is. They're playing against the Hanover Panthers. The Hanover Panthers have 0 wins and 1 loss. This game kicks off at 1 p.m. It's not a televised game, so you can't really watch it. I do believe Adrian Games might be broadcast, though, on WLEN radio station. I think you can listen to them there. Perhaps you're watching some other football game on TV and you just want to turn that on and listen to it if you can pull in WLEN. WLEN doesn't have a streaming station, so you can't stream them on a computer or anything. I'm not done with Adrian yet. I'm going with the Adrian Bulldogs to get the victory this week. Hopefully they can get back on their winning ways. Our next local college football game, we have the Robert Morris Eagles. The Robert Morris Eagles have 1 win and 0 loss. They are traveling to the Red Hot this week. They did pretty good. The Red Hot Siena Heights Saints. The Saints have 1 win and 0 losses. This is a home game. Saints are at home. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. This is not a televised game, but if you're in the area, live in the area, and you want to go down there, I don't know how. Again, I have not actually got a price on how much tickets are for our local college games. I don't think they're all that bad, though. I know hockey prices are fairly family friendly, so I don't think the football games are probably that high price to get in either. If anybody knows the actual prices or goes to the games, that'd be cool if you want to post on the Frenzy page the prices of what it costs to actually get into a college football game, because I haven't been, honestly, to any of our local games. I don't. That being said, while I'm rambling, I got Siena Heights for the win. I think I already said that, but I'll say it again because I can. 1 p.m. kickoff for that game as well. Next up, our last fairly what I call local team. I follow them because of my buddy, Coach Gordy, former co-worker, friend, brother. He is the Hillsdale baseball coach. So we go ahead and we follow the Hillsdale football team. Hillsdale struggling in their first game this week, or last week, I should say. They have 0 wins and 1 loss going into this game. And they are on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Indianapolis Greyhounds. Indianapolis Greyhounds, they have 1 win and 0 losses. Kickoff for this game, this is a late game, not super late. It's an evening game, I guess you could call it. 6 p.m. It's not a televised game. I'm pretty sure, especially when it's an afternoon game like that, WLEN might broadcast that game as well. I don't know. They might stay local. I'm not sure if they travel to broadcast their games. But I'm not giving up on Hillsdale either. I'm going to say Hillsdale for the win. All right. As I already stated, we do not have a Michigan game for you this week, so that brings us up to that other team, the East Lansing Burning Couches. Patent pending on that. And I also, I made this being nice to the Sparty fans this week, apparently. I guess it's a pretty good game to make it. But I made it your second 3-point bonus game. That's right. 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. That's right. You like those sound effects and graphics, Reggie? Don't need that high-tech stuff. Just cardboard, threes, and my voice. Your second 3-point bonus game this week. We have the Arizona State Sun Devils. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the 2 wins and 0 losses, the East Lansing Burning Couches. That's right, patent pending on that. East Lansing Burning Couches. This game is in Lansing, so win, lose, or draw, Lansing will be in flames. Because that's just what Sparty fans do. I know, I get tons of hate mail for that, but you know what? I'm a Michigan fan, so the only reason they're even on the sheets is because I'm trying to be a little nicer to you Burning Couch fans out there. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to pick against you, as I have seen. I have actually stayed up and watched a few late games of Arizona State, and they have some quick guys on that team. They play a very fast-paced game. So therefore, I'm going Arizona State for the victory. And like I said, win, lose, or draw, you're going to see flames coming out of Lansing anyway. So, all right, that takes us to. Oops, wrong sheet there. Oh no, it doesn't. There we go. I got that right now. Also, just to mention to you guys, those of you who do like to follow along at home, I will post the Frenzy sheets on the Facebook later tonight, probably. I think I'll get them up there tonight, if not by tomorrow, so you guys can see yourselves too what the sheets look like, what games are on the sheets. I usually like to post those so everybody sees them for the fans playing at home. And I've been trying to make sure I get the other games that I picked for you guys. I try to make them out of the top 25 AP polls, so that way most likely they're on TV. I know, right, Reggie? Do you feel confident in my vote on that one, Reggie? I think they got a good shot. So our next game, we have the Alabama Crimson Tide. And my goodness, I can't believe I did this. I forgot to put in the number this week. They're still number 2. They're ranked number 2 in the nation. And sorry, I didn't put that on. It's not. I missed that on the sheets this week. The Burning Couches are ranked number 18th, by the way. I forgot to mention that also. And so Arizona State, as far as I know, I don't think they were ranked. That's probably why I don't have it on there. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure why I overlooked that. Anyway, Alabama Crimson Tide, they're ranked 2nd in the nation. They have 2 wins, 0 losses. They are traveling to play the South Carolina Gamecocks this week. Gamecocks are 1 win, 1 loss. Gosh, I'm slipping up all over the place. Okay, let me jump back to the East Lansing Burning Couches game for you guys. I'm sorry I forgot to mention this. It's on at 4 p.m. and it's on Fox. So you guys can go ahead and watch that game at 4 o'clock on Fox Network. This game, Alabama and South Carolina, now I'm caught back up and getting my rhythm going again, is a 3:30 kickoff, and you can watch that on CBS. I really don't see Alabama having any problems at all. So I'm going with number 2 ranked team, Alabama, on that one for our Bev Buer fans out there. Bev is a huge Alabama fan, so go with them for you guys. Next up, our next college football game I have for you is the number 1 ranked Clemson. The Clemson Tigers have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against Syracuse. Syracuse Orange. 1 win, 1 loss. Well, I'm interacting a little bit with my buddy Reggie, so I don't get to see very much anymore. So I'm glad he's kind of interacting on the show. The truth of the matter is, Reggie, and I'm the only one that can get in trouble for this because I'm live on the show. But the bottom line is, we don't really care about the Burning Couches game, so I only put it on the show just for those fans alone. So. Just because I'm being nice to those guys a little, not 100% nice, as I go with my whole, I don't call them Sparties. They're the Burning Couches. But we really don't care about that game. And right now, my coworker is probably going to be giving me dirty looks because she is a Burning Couch fan. Anyway, back to our picks. Syracuse has 1 win, 1 loss. This is your evening game. Kickoff is at 7:30. This is going to be on ABC. I put this game on there because it's one of our top 25 games. I really don't know if Syracuse is going to have anything in them that can. I knew you would. That has anything to give us, but. I got to go with Clemson on this one. Give number 1 ranked Clemson the victory. Our next game this week, we have the Oklahoma Sooners. They are ranked 5th in the nation in the AP polls. The Sooners have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against one of Roger Schoonover's favorite schools. However, they're not looking so good. The UCLA Bruins. The Bruins have 0 wins and 2 losses. This game is an 8 p.m. kickoff on Fox. On Fox Network, you can watch this one. UCLA Bruins. Again, not playing very good. I have a feeling they're probably going to get manhandled by the number 5th team in the nation. I got to go with Oklahoma Sooners for the victory. All right, the next game I have for you guys is the number 9th ranked Florida Gators. Florida Gators have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Kentucky Wildcats, who, to this point, I watched their first game. They didn't look too bad. But they are playing a top-ranked team, number 9. The Florida Gators are at 9th. This game kicks off at 7 p.m., and you can watch it on ESPN. Again, these are all Saturday games. ESPN, 7 p.m. Wildcats we're playing some strong ball. I just don't know if they can get past the top-ranked team or not. I got to go with the Florida Gators for the victory on that one. Up next, we have the Stanford Gators. The Stanford Gators, really, Tim? Stanford Cardinals is what I meant to say. Jeez. Stanford Cardinals, they have 1 win and 1 loss. They're on the road this week playing the number 7th ranked UCF Knights. They are undefeated. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are also ranked 17th in the nation. 17th in the nation on the AP polls. Ooh, Reggie's calling an upset of the week here. Was that for the Florida Gators Kentucky Wildcats game there, Reggie? Are you calling that an upset of the week, maybe? Is that the one you were talking about? Still interacting with my buddy Reggie on the Facebook Live page here, guys. He'll give me a response in a minute here. So Stanford and UCF. But I'm thinking he was saying that the Florida Gators Kentucky Wildcat game is going to be the upset of the week. So I'll wait for him to give me some information on that. But yeah, we have the Stanford Cardinals 1 win, 1 loss, playing the UCF Knights 1 win, 1 loss, or 2 wins, 0 losses. This game kicks off at 3:30 p.m. And you can that's not a televised game. So yes, okay, Reggie is calling for the upset in the Florida Gators Kentucky game. He thinks it could be the upset of the week. I'm going to put that down on my sheet so I know. Reggie's calling out. I could see it. Kentucky played really good from what I've been watching of them. I agree. So that's Reggie's upset special of the week. Bonus points for Reggie if he wait a minute. Yes, yep. Bonus points for Reggie this week if he gets his upset special. Okay. I'm just playing it simple on this next one. UCF. I'm going to give UCF the win just because they're ranked. All right, jumping into some MAC action football, and that's just because I like and respect some of the MAC teams. So I put some MAC game action on here for you guys. We got the Georgia St. Panthers. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Western Michigan Broncos. The Broncos have 1 win and 1 loss. Kickoff for this game is at 7 p.m. You can actually watch this game, but it's on the ESPN Plus, which is usually your computer. You can watch ESPN Plus on. So if you actually want to see Western Michigan in action, you can pull that up. And if you guys are Xfinity customers, they actually have an option now where you can pull up some of these games that are actually on losing my thought here. Not on cable, but on computer. They actually show some of those games if you actually just type in your team or whatever. So this game you might be able to actually pull up on the TV. I'm not 100% sure, but you might be able to. But anyway, I like Western Michigan. I'm going to go with the Western Michigan Broncos to get the victory over Georgia St. Panthers. My other MAC team I'm going with this week is the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Eastern Michigan has 1 win, 1 loss. I just get a lot of slack for liking the Eagles because everybody's like, oh, they have green and white uniforms too. Well, not everybody can be a burning couch, I guess. But I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles. The Eagles have 1 win and 1 loss on the season. And they have a coach that's he's really a motivator now. I've heard, and I've listened to him talk a few times. Seems to be a good guy. He knows what he wants. They may not be the greatest team in the world, but he's working on turning that program around, working hard to get to know the kids. And I just like Eastern Michigan. They got a tough one against them this week, though, as they go up against the Illinois Fighting Illini. The Illinois has 2 wins and 0 losses. This is a 12 p.m. kickoff, and because it's a Big Ten team, you can watch this game on the Big Ten Network, BTN. Yes. So this might be one of the games I watch this week, possibly. Yes, the Fighting Illini are good. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. But I'm going to keep with my loyalties, and I'm going to stay with Eastern Michigan. At least hope maybe they have a little bit of a fighting chance in this game. We'll see. Okay. How about those Lions, huh, Reggie? Yeah. Moving into NFL football action this week. And it's like I've said before, NFL and I have a love-hate relationship. Yeah. So Reggie's telling me Illinois is his hometown and blowout. You're most likely right on that. Yeah, I mean, Illinois is that good. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Eastern is going to be hurting after that game. NFL action. NFL action for me, we have the love-hate relationship. As long as the guys aren't being too stupid, I'll continue watching me some NFL action. The Lions, oh, geez. What are we going to do about our Lions, Reggie? It's any of us who've been around for years and years and know the Detroit Lions know that when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. This is week 2 action for the NFL. And our first game this week, as a team, I like because of their coach Andy Reid. Andy Reid used to be the Philadelphia Eagles team coach, which was the second team I used to follow because my grandma and my great aunt Millie living in Philadelphia. Then he got the axe and he went to Kansas City. And when he went to Kansas City, he kind of really turned the Chiefs around, and he's really making something out of the Chiefs right now. So I've been following their games on here. I have them picked very highly to. I feel like they're going to go pretty far this year. Are they going to be my team this season? You're right. Reggie says we should play. It wouldn't hurt a thing. I agree. And I talk a little bit about it on the Sunday wrap-up show. But yes, the Lions this year. Oh my gosh, you have that game won in Arizona, and you let them come back. All right, fine. You let them come back, but you can still win this game by an extra point because they need a 2-point conversion to win, and you can't even stop them from getting the 2-point conversion. Wow. Same old Lions. But anyway, we are at this very second are talking about the Kansas City Chiefs game. Kansas City Chiefs, they have 1 win and 0 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to Oakland to play the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders have 1 win and 0 losses. Kickoff for this game is 4:05 p.m., and you can watch it on CBS. As I was already stating, I've got the Kansas City Royals. I know you and I talked about this a long time ago, Reggie, when we used to work together. But just like I said before, just give me a year contract. I'll play for the Lions for a year for the kind of money they make. Put me in a coaching position, water boy, whatever. And then if I suck, go ahead and fire me for that kind of money. I mean, I can't, like you said, we can't be any worse than the guys that are out there playing right now, right? Half a year contract. Maybe even a walk-on salary. I don't know. Oh, but anyway, there are still some out there that believe in their beloved Lions. And they have the Los Angeles Chargers this week. The Los Angeles Chargers, 1 win, 0 losses. Yeah, I agree. Handing out water, no problem. It's great. I'm having a great time interacting with you, Reggie. Love you, buddy. So they're traveling to the Detroit Lions. Now listen to this record. They don't have a victory, but they don't have a loss either. But they do have a tie. That's right, folks. Overtime rules in the NFL now. First overtime, if you score a touchdown, game over. Somebody wins. If you score a field goal, not good enough unless the other team doesn't score a field goal. Then you get a second overtime. In the second overtime, it's sudden death. Whoever scores wins. Well, the Lions couldn't nobody could score in that second overtime. Couldn't stop them from scoring in regulation, but by golly, we make sure we stop them in overtime to get the. So some people said to me, there was some people I talked to about the Lions said, well, they didn't lose. Well, technically they did. They let the other team come from way behind and score on them in like the last 3 minutes of the game. So in my book, that was a loss. Do I have any hope or thoughts that the Lions are going to get it done against the Los Angeles Chargers this week? Absolutely not. I told you this is not going to be one of those seasons where I go, yay, Lions. I'm going to pick you just because, doggone it, we're Detroit Lions fans. No, I'm going for the point. I got the Chargers for the victory. There's just if you cannot even beat the last team in the league from last season that that has a new coach, a new quarterback who was like the number one draft pick. Oh, you think they're going to win Sunday, huh, Reggie? Ooh, Reggie thinks his Lions are going to win on Sunday. I don't want to get my hopes up, Reggie. I just don't. I've been disappointed one too many times. I know I should stay loyal, but I just some of the guys I talked to on Twitter through Sports Frenzy, I did. As soon as they lost that game to make it go into overtime, I actually got mad. I was like, "Dang it!" And then somebody posted on Twitter. They said, "Calm down. It's the Detroit Lions." And I'm like, you're right. Why am I letting the Lions upset me? They've always been disappointing for the most part. But you know what? One thing I will say about the Lions, I did love the Lions when we had Wayne Fontes as our coach. Wayne Fontes was the coolest dude ever. We could lose games, but we still had some darn good players, and it was just it was so much better then. Yes, come back from embarrassment. I say bring back Coach Wayne Fontes. He can't be too old. He can probably still coach, right? I mean, we're not that old, so that's what we should do. We should start a new petition. We should start a petition, bring back Wayne Fontes in some capacity. Maybe he could recruit for the Lions or something. I mean, look at all the guys we used to have under his regime. Lois Brown, all those guys. I mean, they played so much better ball than the guys we have now. Oh, well, that's my Lions rant for now. We have one last NFL game for you guys this week on the Sports Frenzy sheets, and it is the Indianapolis Colts. They have 0 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the Tennessee Titans. The Titans have 1 win and 0 losses. This is a 1 p.m. kickoff, and it should be on CBS. That's, CBS. So the Colts have been the let's see, Tennessee. Yeah, they're playing in Tennessee. Tennessee has 1 loss, or 1 win and 0 losses. Sorry, I keep messing that up. And again, the game is on CBS. I'm really not even sure why I chose this game to put on there, to be truthful. Maybe I was just tired when I was doing the sheets. I don't know. I'm sure Tennessee is probably going to put it. I bet I put it on there because it said it was a televised game. And I try to put mostly televised games on so you, the fans at home, if you want to follow along on the sheets, you can also watch the games they follow along with. I'm going to go Tennessee for the victory this week. All right, that is the main picks for you guys. I got to see where we also have the NASCAR race on our sheets. Got to see where NASCAR is at this week for you guys. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Little things that help me out with the show a little bit. The Facebook Live part of the show I'm filming on my phone. The YouTube page I'm using my old computer right now, and I also have an older model Samsung 4 tablet. This helps me gather some information when I'm talking to you guys. I can just pull up stuff. So I can find out where the NASCAR race is this week. NASCAR race. Okay. Let's NASCAR. All right, this week's race is at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So it's Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The race time, it's the South Point 400. And, it's a late race. Oh, I didn't even know that. 7 p.m. race. So with that being, with a 7 p.m. race, I may not have, I'll probably still do the Sunday night wrap up for everything else that's on our Sports Frenzy sheets this week, but I probably won't have a NASCAR results for you guys yet because it's going to be a late race. So what we'll do is I'll just have to tell you guys that one later, but we'll still try and do the Sunday night wrap up. So it's a 7 p.m. race. You can watch it on NBC Sports Network. One thing I try to do for you guys with take care, Reggie. Great to see you too, buddy. One of the things I like to do for you guys with NASCAR is tell you where all the racers are at right now. I usually try to give you the top 10 NASCAR results. See if I can find it for you guys here real quick. Standings, that's what we want. All right, the standings in NASCAR right now. We got my guy, Kyle Busch, number 1 with 2,045 points. We got Danny Hamlin in second with 2,030 points. Martin Truex Jr. in third with 2,029 points. Kevin Harvick in fourth with 2,028 points. Brad Keselowski in fifth with 2,024 points. Joey Logano's in sixth right now, wow, with 2,028 points. Chase Elliott sits at seventh with 2,018 points. Kurt Busch sits at number 8 with 2,011 points. Aaron Bowerman at 9th with 2,005 points. And E. Jones at 10th with 2,005 points. So that is your NASCAR standings, the top 10. That's what I have for you on that. And now we'll jump on over to the Sports Frenzy page, and I will give you some of the news off the Sports Frenzy page. For those of you that get your news on the Frenzy page, that's on the Facebook page. If you're not a member of the Facebook page yet, all you got to do is join through a friend that already is, or you can just go on there. You sign up, look for Sports Frenzy, and then I will I renew you, or I accept you and renew you. I accept you as quickly as I can, add you to the page. Also, We also have the Twitter page at Sports Frenzy 1. We also have the Instagram page is at Sports Frenzy 1. Or if you just want to watch the videos again without having to go through all the rigmarole going to one of those pages, we have Coach Co at Sports Frenzy 1 is our YouTube feed. So you can go there and check out the stuff for Sports Frenzy as well. We're going to jump over to the Sports Frenzy Facebook page right now. And okay. Get you guys some quick news and updates there. As quickly as it loads, anyway. All right. Very cool story. Out of Tennessee. Whether you're a Tennessee fan or not, you become a Tennessee fan just from this story. A child in school, wanted to show his pride. I don't know if you can see that real well. I think you can. This is his shirt design. Wanted to show his pride for his team. Now, he couldn't afford a shirt. His family couldn't afford a shirt at the time. And so this kid used his imagination and made his own shirt to show his pride. He got bullied and hackled at school about this stuff. Complete and total nonsense. Bullied, hackled about it. And so not only did his teacher work on getting him a Tennessee shirt, but as soon as Tennessee found out about this, they took the shirt design that he made for his shirt, and they've made it an official T-shirt now. And they sent this kid a package of goodies, all kinds of cool stuff. And so, you know what? God bless him. Great kid. Got bullied. Tennessee coming through strong. Designed a shirt. Thousands of people buying that shirt now. And it's like at their top, so they can't even keep them in stock at the moment. So just congratulations to him. And just stay strong in your beliefs, dude. Don't let anybody bully you. California making some news, setting up a clash with the NCAA by passing a bill that will allow college athletes to get paid. Wow. You can follow that story more on the Sports Frenzy page. The Red Wings have chosen to not have a captain this season. They are doing 4 alternating captains again this season. This will be the second year that the Detroit Red Wings have not had a steady captain. Congratulations goes out to the Adrian women's soccer team. First time in history that they've been able to pull off a victory against our other college here in Adrian, Siena Heights. Looks like the Chiefs that I was just talking about, it's a possibility that their quarterback has been injured. At Chiefs camp, it was noticed that Patrick Mahomes was just jogging and not fully running, and he was wearing some kind of, he had his ankle taped or something. Oh, too bad for the team down below. Apparently, you can't patent the word "the." And so just because you use the word the in your name doesn't mean you get to own the rights to the. Tarek Black, Michigan man, wants us all to know we shouldn't be discouraged by them yet. He is saying this offense is going to be sick, crazy. So don't give up on the Wolverines. I haven't given up on the Wolverines. So go blue. Apparently, the Dolphins are having a hard time filling their stadiums this season. Even though they've only got one game under their belt. It said it was an embarrassment how little fans were there. And that even the Chargers probably felt sorry for them. Congratulations goes out to the LA Dodgers as posted by Roger Schoonover. They clinched the NL West title. Now let's see if you can get it done this year, Dodgers, in the big game. So Antonio Brown's got some issues going on. He was just signed by the Patriots, but he's also got some off-record things going on that may prevent him from officially joining the team this week. Stay tuned to the Sports Frenzy page for more news and updates on that. In women's running news, there is a petition going around for fair play. There's a lot of issues right now with see, how should we word this for the show? There are a lot of issues going on around with guys who don't, who don't gender identify, switching to girls' track events. And so the girls are not liking this, and they have finally filed a petition to get it brought up as to they want to define and keep what is truly women's rights in fair play in their sports. You can follow that article on our Facebook page in more detail and continue to follow the story, which we'll try to keep up on a little bit for you guys. All right, well, we got about an hour and 15 minutes going into our show already. I guess that's enough news for you guys for the time being. For more news and information, again, check out the Sports Frenzy page. I try to update on the Twitter page as well, too. And just stay tuned to our pages for more information, all stuff around Sports Frenzy. Also know that you guys, the fans, if you get breaking news and you're already a part of the Sports Frenzy page, feel free to post it to the page because I can't always get to the breaking news. One other thing I want to do before we end the show tonight, I just want to give a big shout out to my former co-host and my other loving brother. That's right, Brother Rose. Happy birthday to you, my man. All right, everybody. I'm the coach. Be blessed. Join us again. I believe we will be doing a Sunday night wrap-up. So join us Sunday night for the Sunday night wrap-up right here on the Sports Frenzy Live pages. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here again real soon.